Hey guys, it's Mr. Zach here with another mason jar make it. Now, you'll notice I don't have my jar in front of me because today we're going to be doing an experiment on how to make an artificial cloud. But in order for me to do the experiment, I need to be able to microwave the water and to keep it warm. So I have my mason jar in the kitchen and I'm going to have to go microwave the water and then bring it back here. So I'll kind of give you the instructions. And then I'll bring my results back here and we can kind of do the experiment, but I need to be really fast, otherwise the experiment isn't going to work right. So, the first thing we need to do is we need to have our mason jar filled a third of the way up with water. I filled mine a little bit extra because when you microwave water, some of it evaporates because it gets hot. Now, I'm going to microwave my water for about 20 to 30 seconds. Depending on how much you have, you can go more or you can go less. But you want the water to be decently warm. You might want to get a parent to help you because sometimes that water can get pretty hot, so you don't want to spill it on yourself. I'm also going to add a little bit of blue coloring to my water. And when you do that, when you add a little bit of liquid to your water, sometimes it can cool that water off. So I'm going to make mine a little extra warm. But if you need help, you can always have an adult help you. Also, we need ice for this experiment. So you want to have a bowl that kind of fits good over your mason jar. I'm going to use this little plastic bowl, but it works a little bit better if you have glass. This should be okay for us today though. I'm going to fill this with ice right after I microwave my water so that way I don't melt my ice too much also. The other thing that you need is some type of aerosol spray. Hairspray works the best. We have duster and we have disinfectant spray. It will work with any kind of aerosol spray, but hairspray works the best. So if you have some hairspray, that's what I would use. So we have all of our ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to microwave my water. I'm going to get my ice, and I'll bring it back here and we'll do the experiment. Okay guys, we're going to move kind of quick. But we have our water, which is now pretty warm. We're going to add a little bit of coloring to it so that you can see better. I'm going to stir it up. Alright. We have a bowl of ice. So that's what we want to do next is we want to get our aerosol spray. You want to spray a little bit into your water. You want to put your bowl on top. You can see how it already formed a crazy cloud when I sprayed it in there. But with the cold water on top, it'll take a few seconds, but you can really see the cloud starting to form now. And it's moving around in there pretty good. That water is decently warm. I'll microwave mine a little bit extra just so that you guys can see it. And I'll zoom in here so that you guys can see better. Now you can really see that cloud starting to form inside the jar. So the cool part of the experiment, my favorite part, is when you take the ice off the top, the cloud will float away. So we're going to do that real quick. And there it goes. All of that vapor that water was clinging to, it slowly goes away. And we could even do it again. The water's still warm enough. You can kind of see as I spray it in there, how it instantly evaporates out. Put our ice back on top and another cloud will form. And as we take it off, you'll see the cloud float away. And the reason that happens is the contrast between the cold of the jar and the hot part of the water it basically creates a whole bunch of water vapor that goes into the air. The water vapor attaches to whatever you spray in there, whether it be hairspray, disinfectant, or the duster. We'll try disinfectant and we'll even show you. It doesn't work quite as well. Duster seems to be a lot better, but that water, it clings to the vapors of whatever spray that you spray in. And then when you take the top off, it rises out because it's a little bit warmer because of the hot water in the bottom. We didn't get as good of a cloud from the disinfectant, but the duster did a pretty good job. So yeah, that's a cool experiment that you can do at the house. Like I said, hairspray works really well, but any aerosol spray will work. Just make sure that it's something that's not unsafe. You want to make sure that you can use it, and if it's not going to hurt you if you breathe it in. I'm doing this in a big room where I have a lot of room to breathe, so you definitely want to do this in a big room. It's really nice out, so you can even do it outside. But you want to make sure that it's something that's not going to hurt you if you breathe it in. Otherwise, you could always wear a mask. I'm sure you're pretty used to wearing masks. But yeah, it's a really fun experiment, and I think it's really, really cool.